Okay, today I'm going to show you how to purchase your domain name at NameCheap.com. It's really easy site to use. It's one of the sites I use to buy my domain names. So let's just search for my name, robtellis.com. That's all you do. Whatever domain you've chosen, just type it in this bar here and click the search icon. Now it'll come up with the second screen. It'll show you all the names that are available, all the different top-level domains that are available. It looks like robtellis.com is taken. So if I really wanted the .com, I'd make an offer. And if I was really set on the name, I probably would make an offer. But I would also see if I could get my second choice or third choice, or maybe make a different, put in a prefix or a suffix. See if I could change the name a little bit and get the .com. Again, if it's a perfect name, you could always try maybe the .org or the .net. Some people use the .co, although technically the .co is a Colombian country name. But a lot of people use the .co, and it kind of makes them think that it stands for company. I really wouldn't choose any of these other top-level domains. I wouldn't choose .store or .network unless it really makes sense. Maybe if I had a tech site, I would go with the .io. But as you can see, it's a lot more expensive than the other ones that are more common. And as well, if I had an audience that was country specific, so if my website was just for Canada, for example, I'd use .ca, or if it was Germany, maybe .de. UK is .co.uk, Australia .au. So if your audience is specific to a certain country, certainly don't discount the country codes or the country extensions. Now, if you're .com, if it is here, just click Add to Cart. Obviously, I can't do that today, but since I'm just giving you an example, I'm not going to buy this. We'll just pick the robtellis.org. So first year registration is $9.99 a year, and you can see under here where it says retail $12.98. That means that it will renew at $12.98 a year. So your first year you get a bit of a discount with this particular name, and here you can see it's been added to the cart. ICANN is the international organization that kind of controls all the domain names, so you have to pay that fee. It's only 18 cents, so nothing to worry about. Next, click View Cart. And here's where you make sure that all your information is correct. So here's the domain name, robtellis.org. You can register it for more than 1 year. Quite frankly, I would probably check 2, 3, 4, 5 years. This is a domain name that you want to keep. 1 year comes up pretty quick, but at the very least, I do obviously a year. I would probably do 2 years. I would click auto renew so I don't forget. You do not want to lose your domain name because you've forgotten to renew it. Also, the only other add-on that you really want to consider at this stage is the Whois Guard or Whois Privacy, depending on where you're registering your name. It's just privacy. When you register your domain, the ICANN people take your information so they know who it's registered to. Now, they make this information available on something called Whois. So if you tick the Whois Guard, it will give you anonymity and privacy. You don't have to take it. With this particular domain name, it's free for the first year. It will renew at $288, which is pretty cheap. I would probably do it. Now, most of my sites I started with privacy enabled. I have disabled them once in a while. I've heard rumors that Google doesn't like privacy registration simply because 100% of scam sites and spam sites use privacy registration. It's not a big deal, I don't think. So if you want your privacy, certainly click that on and auto renew that as well. For the rest of the add-ons, and this goes for all the registers try to upsell you stuff. You do not need stellar hosting. You do not need to build and promote your website. You do not need positive SSL or the email stuff. None of that stuff you need. You will need hosting, but I generally register my domains separately from where I do my hosting. Just makes it easier if you run into any problems with hosting and you need to change hosts. Just makes it easier if the domain name isn't there. So once you have this done, click Confirm Order. It just goes to the payment screen. It's that simple. It goes to the Create an Account. Now I already have an account here, but if you are going to go through this, you don't have an account, just pick a username, password, first name, last name, email address, and it will give you access. Since I have an account, we will just sign in here and go to the payment screen. Now you can choose to pay with credit card, you can choose to pay with PayPal, or if you already have an account, you can have some funds on file. Now it's going to ask your credit card information. It also, if you do not have an account, it's going to ask for your address and info for the who is registration. ICANN will still have that info, but it will remain private, or the registrar, Namecheap, will have that information, but it will remain private. I would unclick this if it's clicked Premium DNS. You do not need that. You just need the domain registration, the free is who is guard, and I would want to automatically renew all of my domains. I would, again, uncheck the Premium DNS. You don't really need that. And that's it. Continue. And of course, I didn't put in any information for payment, so the continue isn't going to go. Had I put in the credit card information or used PayPal, which is my preferred way of paying, would have gone to the screen telling me that my order is complete, and it would have sent me out an email giving me all the pertinent information. Now, that is how easy it is to register a domain. You don't need to do anything that's really hard to do. All you've got to do is search it at Namecheap, find the one you like, and then buy it. As you can see here, it's $10.17 for the .org. The .com would probably be around the same amount, usually somewhere between $10 and $15 for a .com. Some of the other top-level domains are far more expensive. That'll be your choice. And that's how easy it is. If you have any questions, please leave them either in the comments or send me an email, and I can answer any questions that you may have. Thanks.